All right, so we have a lot of updates coming in from Nigeria, as it was earlier reported that Anthony Joshua has been involved in a gory accident in Nigeria, an expressway between Lagos and Ibadan, and this has cost the lives of two people. One is a friend of Anthony Joshua, and the other person is a coach of Anthony Joshua, and this has sparked a lot of conversations in Nigeria, in and around Nigeria, and then in the international media space as well. Lots of conversations are coming in, as I have Nana here to also add up what he also know about this particular incident that happened earlier this morning in Nigeria. So Nana, what do you have on this particular case?
Yeah, so first of all, a very big welcome to all our viewers, to our cherished viewers. So this particular news is coming at a time where we are just a day or two or 48 hours to cross over to the new year, that's 2026. So apparently the whole news was that Anthony Joshua was accompanied with these two people, or he was in the company of these two people. Their pictures on their screens, and very soon we'll be putting their names out there. And even what's more shocking is that 7 hours ago, let's say 8 hours ago, these two people were playing tennis together. When they came to Nigeria, the other guy, the guy in black, he was doing a video. He was telling the world that, hey, we are in Nigeria. I'm here with Anthony Joshua. So everything was kind of cool. But in 8 hours now, or 8 hours after they posted that video, the last video of both of this pair playing tennis, two of these people are dead, and these people are Anthony Joshua's. One is Anthony Joshua's fitness coach, and one is Anthony Joshua's coach, psychological or mental coach. That's how people want to put it.
Yeah, so that is the news coming in. It's quite unfortunate. I also chanced on the video that they posted. I think they were still even in the airport, and they were posting videos talking about the fact that they are in Nigeria. They have a lot that they are coming to do here in Nigeria, and unfortunately, some few hours after that video, we could see that yes, there was an accident that has cost the lives of Anthony Joshua's strength and conditioning coach, and then a very close friend over there in Nigeria. Yes, so I learned there are news coming in that yes, probably he'll be flown away from Nigeria for proper checkups and all that. What do you know about that one too?
In regards to that is what we are learning. The reason why Anthony Joshua, perhaps we are learning, will be flown out of the country to London, to UK, is because they want to actually do a proper screening and check if he has any internal injuries. But before then, I think we have some confirmation of the two people involved who are now dead. As you said earlier on, these are people who are very much close to Anthony Joshua. So we have this on the screens.
Yes, so we have this update that we want to share with you, and it says, this is cultural update. It says, sad, Anthony Joshua's strength and conditioning coach, Silva Ivoville, and his close friend, Sina Ivoville, and his close friend, Healthy Mindset on Instagram, have been reported dead in the car accident earlier today. So, yes, so now we can confirm the names for you. The strength and conditioning coach, his name is Sina Ivoville, and then his close friend on Instagram, his name on Instagram is Healthy Mindset. That is on Instagram, and these two are the close friends of Anthony Joshua. That I think in most of his videos you could see the two with him. Wherever he goes, you could see the two with him. That they do a lot together. That we can even see a video that he posted on his Instagram that they were playing table tennis together shortly after the unfortunate incident. So yes, we can confirm the two names to you. That one is Sina Ivoville and his close friend Healthy Mindset. I think Sina Ivoville was once an MMA player. He was an MMA player in UK, in America. I mean, yes, they play these games in different countries. Yes, that is the mixed martial arts. He was a mixed martial arts player. That is the strength and conditioning coach, and the other one, Healthy Mindset, is a physical trainer. As reports are coming in from Nigeria. Yes, so these are the two names we can confirm to our viewers.
We we will be putting some of the pictures on the screens for you to actually know exactly what is going on. We have a picture where you will see Anthony Joshua together with these two men, and we are learning that he was really close with these two people.
Yes,
very, very, very close. So apparently, this is one of the victims who is now no more with us. I think the guy on the left side of the screens.
Yes, that is Healthy Mindset.
Yeah.
So other names that we have is Latz, Latz.
Okay.
So his other name is Latz, one of the closest allies of Anthony Joshua.
And I learned that even before the Jake Paul fight, he was the person who was consistently training him.
Yes.
Getting him prepared and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, so the coach, the strength and conditioning coach, he also does his ring moves with him.
Okay.
So basically, he's his main trainer, and then the other one, which is Healthy Mindset, is also on. Let me say, physical conditioning coach. So physically you need to be strong, and then tactically you need to be tactful in the ring. So these coaches are the main people that were training him prior to the Jake Paul fight or the Jake Paul bout. That earned him about 251 million pounds over there. And yes, indeed, he had a lot with him, and unfortunately he has lost these two people.
Okay, so we were talking about a video. This particular video happens to be when I think one of the guys, when they came to Nigeria and they just passed the airport, he was doing a video. You also have a video of when Anthony Joshua, we are learning that he himself posted this on IG some few hours ago, and then he was playing table tennis with these guys. You could see that he really revered and respected these two guys who are now no more. And even we are learning that the family of these particular victims who have now fallen to this particular deadly accident, they've come out in a statement to speak. But one person too who have also come out to speak is Jake Paul. Recently, you know that Anthony Joshua had a bout with Jake Paul, where Jake Paul had his jaw broken. Because the punches which came from Anthony Joshua was too severe. But regardless, we will take a look at this particular video. We have a series of video, and in the video, you'll notice some few things here. This particular first video was when the one of the victims, when he came to Nigeria, he actually took a picture at the airport, and then he was so much happy because at the end of the day he believed he had come to the motherland to spend Xmas holidays, or perhaps what we call here Dirty December. So let's take a listen, or let's watch this particular video. When we come back, we will continue this particular video.
Show you the streets of Nigeria. Oluwasina, the first Iranian ever to step foot in Nigeria.
Hey, 2 times this year as well, that's crazy. April, December.
That's why you're called Oluwasina now, bro.
Oluwasina.
All right, so as we were watching that particular video, that was Sina Ivorville and then Healthy Lifestyle, Healthy Mindset. In that particular video, they were at the airport, their arrival, how excited they were that they are in Nigeria. Finally, probably they will have to spend some nice time in Nigeria, get to visit some nice places in Nigeria as they were traveling. This particular incident happened. So you could see the excitement in their face, especially that is Sina Ivorville in your shots currently, and yes, that is their convoy, that particular car that moved them from the airport, that took them through the streets of Nigeria, wherever that they went. That is those are the cars that they were traveling in, and unfortunately they had the accident in that particular car. So that is the video on your screens that tells you the arrival in Nigeria, the aftermath, before their rounds in Nigeria, and then they had this gory accident in Nigeria. So yes, indeed, they were full of life, and the next minute they have been confirmed dead. That was very, very sad.
That was very sad indeed. And then one of the things which is also coming to bear here is the fact that Anthony Joshua himself posted a picture a video of himself. I mean, playing table tennis
tennis,
with these two guys. These are the two guys apparently. So the two guys in the shot, all of them are dead.
Yeah.
And we are learning that when the accident happened, they were in the front row of the car.
Yes.
So I don't know if the Lexus they were riding in, that particular Lexus was a 5-seater, or some of these cars are 6-seater or 7-seater.
Yeah,
so we don't know. And the big question everyone is also asking, who was driving?
Yeah, it's
driving?
It's quite a big question to ask as to who was
driving the car.
Because,
and is the driver dead?
Apparently, because if you look,
they say 2 people are dead.
Yes, 2 people are dead. If you look at the condition of the car that ran straight into the station vehicle, you can see the front of that particular vehicle is damaged. Yes, and that was the Lexus. I think that was the Lexus because it was a
Lexus Jeep.
Yes.
Okay.
SUV, and then
but before
the one was a Pajero.
We have a video of what Anthony Joshua posted. This was 7 hours ago, before particular
crash,
untimely accident. So in this particular video, we will see, Anthony Joshua with his friends. Apparently, one of the people who is now deceased. And it's a very sad video to watch. But then let's watch this. We'll come back for more. So this is the video. Apparently, can you give us more gist about when this particular video was taken?
Yes, so this was a video that was posted by Anthony Joshua himself, and you could see the caption that he has there. He said, "At Healthy Mindset, dishing out table tennis."
So this is the Healthy Mindset who is now deceased.
He was he's also deceased. That is the one. I think that is the one on the right.
Okay.
That is the one on the right with the yellow cap, who is the deceased. So yes, it is one sad thing that tells you how close the kind of bond that they've built together all these years. And unfortunately, they come into Nigeria to spend some few days, and this incident coming in very shocking and very sad. Coming from the families of Anthony Joshua, they came out and say it is very shocking because these people are people that few hours ago they saw them full of life.
Yeah.
They were moving about, taking videos, taking pictures. Calling friends and family, telling them, hey, we are in Nigeria. And then all of a sudden, this news coming in, the family of Anthony Joshua described this as some kind of a shocking news hitting them, because Anthony was actually on his way to visit the family.
Okay.
He's a Yoruba. Both parents are Nigerian.
Okay. Okay.
Just that they've lived all their lives probably in Britain, in the UK. Anthony Joshua also lived some of his life in Nigeria before he finally also moved to the UK, where he's fought a lot of bouts for the British, for Britain. Let me put it that way. So yes, he was on his way to visit the family, and then yes, this unfortunate incident happened.
It's a very, 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 very sad, update which is coming our way. But then we put in some of the few things we've got. As you said, there is a lot of reaction coming from a lot of people. People are asking questions, and most importantly, people are asking, how did this happen? And let's also just retreat how miraculously, or how a miracle it is, or how the whole thing, Anthony Joshua surviving is a miracle. Ultimately, we are not saying that those who died deserved it in any way, shape, or form. But then unfortunately, what we are seeing here is that the accident was so severe. Anthony Joshua surviving, the odds were very slim. But then we thank God he even came out, unscathed, or perhaps just with minor injuries. And as you said, there are more updates which is coming in here, more reactions coming from more notably a lot of people. Notably to be Jake Paul, whom he recently fought a bout with. Now, Jake Paul has posted a series of messages on his official Twitter handle, and he's saying that even though he had his own thing or his own spat with Anthony Joshua, this is about family, this is about people who are losing their lives, and then he doesn't wish them, or he doesn't wish these things on even his worst enemy. So we'll be looking at all of these things. We're putting some of these things on the screens for you to know exactly what is really going on. This is a very, 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 very sad news.
Yeah, very, very, very sad. Yes, you were talking about the fact that how Anthony Joshua miraculously survived this gory accident. Yes, the reports that was coming in was indicating that he was sitting at the back of the SUV. So ultimately, those that were in front,
and we have videos of it too. We're showing videos of when he was rescued.
Yes, when he was coming out, you could see the pain that he was enduring. A lot of people were talking about the fact that they are not really sure he has really sustained some level of injury, because the reports were saying that the injuries were minor. But then the pain of getting to know that these two people are no more with him. So that is what we have on your screen. So this is from Maurice Monye. Maurice Monye is a travel vlogger in Nigeria, a very big time one in Nigeria. And he's also talking about the fact that they are flying AJ out to check for internal injuries. Oh my Nigeria. He's talking about the fact that Nigeria is not having the adequate let me say, yes, tools and equipment in their various hospitals, or probably the particular hospital that it was undisclosed. The hospital that they took Anthony Joshua and the remaining two, there were 5 in the vehicle. Yes, so the remaining 3 with Anthony Joshua, where they took them, they did not disclose the particular hospitals that they took them. But then from this post, it is talking about the fact that these hospitals were not having the required equipment to run a check on Anthony Joshua, to check for internal, injuries. Let me put it that way.
Because these things will ultimately kill him in the long run.
Yes, in the long run. You may think yes, you may think there is nothing wrong. He's okay. I mean, he came out with minor injuries, but then internally, you don't know where he hit his head. You don't know where he hit probably his chest or any other part of the body. So some of these checks are very necessary to be run, and probably they thought it wise that they have to fly him from Nigeria to the United Kingdom to do these checkups.
Okay, so I think we have another post on the screens.
Okay, so this is from ACD MMA, and if I should put this together for you, let me explain ACD MMA. Why are they posting? They are posting this because Sinner, Ivoville, I earlier told you that he was once a player of the mixed martial arts, and this is the one of the absolute championship diplomat, mixed martial arts. So the ACD is absolute championship diplomat, mixed martial arts. So they are reporting the death of someone who was once with them. So let's say if it was boxing. Unfortunately, if we had lost probably Anthony Joshua, the boxing fraternity or the boxing let me say socials will come out and post something about him. But God being so good, we still have Anthony Joshua alive and kicking. Just some minor injuries that they are checking. But this is from the mixed martial arts page on X. They are talking about someone who was once with them. So there are 2 people who died in the Anthony Joshua crash were coaches and close friends of his Hayes, Lats and Sinner. So Lats and Sinner. The Sinner is the MMA player. Sinner was his strength and conditioning coach, who can be seen here preparing him for his Jake Paul fight 2 weeks ago. Lats was AJ's personal trainer. R.I.P. to both of them. So this is the post from ACD. That is the absolute championship diplomats, mixed martial arts. Their post on Twitter.
Okay, I think we have another one too.
Okay, so this is from Tam Khan, and this is I think this is he's a Muslim.
Okay, so yes, he will be buried in the next 48 hours.
Yes, in the next 48 hours. I think that is healthy mindset.
Okay,
so that is one guy posting about him. This may Allah grant you Jannah, brother. So this is
Jannah means eternal peace.
Eternal peace, yes. So this is a post from a Muslim brother.
So apparently one of them, I think the guy with the beard, he's the one who is now dead.
Yes,
in the picture.
Yes. Okay. The one in black. Let's put it that way. The one in black is the one that has lost his.
The other pictures, the one in white.
Yes,
he's the same guy.
Yes. The one in singlet.
Yes,
is the same guy.
The same guy.
Yes. So that is the unfortunate news.
Jake Paul have also reacted to this particular news.
Yes, so someone who made the bout very tough for Jake Paul has lost his life, and now you can't come and talk about the fact that we still have a banter, we still have this kind of our differences in the ring. Now we are talking about loss of lives, people's lives that has been lost, and now we all have to talk about the fact that we sympathize with the family, we sympathize with those that has lost their lives. So this is coming in from Jake Paul, who he had a bout with him not too long ago, and he dislocated. How should I put it?
Dislocated or broke his jaw?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, he broke his jaw in 2 places, of which he had to seek medical attention. Yes, now he has hands to type and say 1 or 2 about the unfortunate incidents. This is Jake Paul's post on X. He said, R.I.P. Sina Gami and Kevin Latif Latz. So yes, I was talking about Latif Latz. Ayo Dele. My thoughts and prayers are with their families and friends and AJ. So this is from Jake Paul. And there's also a reaction from MVP, Most Valuable Promotions. The MVP family is thinking of and praying for everyone that has been impacted by today's car accident in Nigeria. Our prayers and condolences go out to all. So yes, that is Most Valuable Promotions. I think they organized the bouts between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. So that is MVP or MV Promotions there with their post talking about the fact that yes, I mean, their prayers and their condolences goes out to all that were affected in the unfortunate incident that happened earlier Monday morning, 29th of December 2025. Just some few days to the end of the year, and this thing has happened. So Jake Paul also reacted to the MVP.
Yes, should you put it on the screen?
Yes,
again?
I think we should go through that one. After MVP's reaction, Jake Paul also came back and said something. And he said, "Life is much more important than boxing. I am praying for the lost lives, AJ, and anyone impacted by today's unfortunate incident." So yes, life is much more important than boxing. I mean, you can't take what happens in the ring out there. So yes, once you do your face off, you fight, everything ends there, and you come back as big brothers and big brothers. And yes, so that is what Jake Paul is talking about. Let's take a look at some other videos of the incident.
Yeah, so let's put this particular video on the screens. This particular video that we are putting on the screen, this was the moment that I think Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua was being transported to the hospital.
Yeah.
Initially, when the whole thing happened, I think the video which you follow very soon, you realize Anthony Joshua was at the back seat of the car.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
moved to
so I think this is the particular video involved. You see Anthony Joshua. So this is him, the time that they were taking him from the back of the car, and he can't. There's a guy in pain. There's a guy, you could see he himself, when the thing happened, he was in a state of shock.
Yes, I mean, very shocking, because if it hasn't happened to you before, you may think it's something very light, because you were talking with these people, you were with them, having fun, moving around, and chatting.
And one thing you need to note is that at this point, 2 of his friends are dead.
Yes, at this particular, so that is when people were talking about. People were talking about the fact that he feels the pain of losing these 2 close friends. Yes, because the trauma that he will go in. I mean, the thought of the fact that they were involved in this particular accident and these 2 people are dead. All these put together had the kind of expression that we're seeing from Anthony Joshua. So yes, one very unfortunate incident that happened this Monday morning. So as you can see on your screens, viewers, if you are still with us, as you can see, he was in total pain. And we all here, we are very saddened by this particular incident. So this video shows when he was being transported in a police vehicle from the accident scene to the nearest hospital, of which it was undisclosed. At the back, we can also see the car that was involved in the accident. The front is totally damaged. The front of that particular car is totally damaged. And if the car is this damaged, you could see no life can survive that kind of impact at 127 kilometers per hour. I don't know who else in a front seat will survive that kind of impact.
Okay, so yes, definitely. I mean, with this kind of impact, it is not possible. So we'll be putting a post on the screens, or perhaps a picture story, and this particular picture story is coming from BBC. BBC is just telling us what have really happened. In fact, they are telling us that this particular car, which which was housing, or perhaps which had these 2 or 3 occupants in it, it was totally mangled. So I don't know if at this point what we can say, or what we could say here, is that perhaps Anthony Joshua survived because he was at the back of his seat. He was at the back of the car seat, or he was yes, at the back of the front row. So I don't know. BBC posted this, and you see the caption they gave was that this is a total shock. As you can see, the car has been mangled beyond recognition. There are some videos and pictures we can't show. I mean, 2 of his friends who unfortunately have lost their lives, they were just lying down. But for the sake of privacy and also YouTube community guidelines and rules, we can put that on the screens. But
also for the sake of the family to
show respect.
Yes.
So I mean, all this is something which is definitely a sad thing. So we'll be wrapping up very soon. We are just hoping to load some few pictures. I mean, this was a picture which was, some of the pictures which was going round. We'll be looking at that. Then ultimately what will happen is that we'll just end this particular live. The good thing here is that Anthony Joshua survived. The bad news here is that 2 of his friends are currently dead. I don't know what will happen, because from this moment, the whole mental psyche and everything.
Yes.
I mean, it is so sad. So this was the time Anthony Joshua was in the car. I think this was the time they tried to rescue him. Another picture to also appear very soon.
Yeah. So the question that people were asking that I chanced upon was the fact that they were not having any police escort.
Yeah.
It is quite shocking. It is quite shocking that a boxer of his caliber, where he has ranked to, he's a former heavyweight champion, although he lost that bout prior to Jake Paul's fight, where he didn't enter the ring for some time. Yes, we know it is part of the regulations that when you fight, you need some time to recuperate. You need some time to find your strength again before you go back to the ring. But then this was a fight that Anthony Joshua himself wasn't anticipating so much about, because he knew, Jake Paul was just a YouTuber and he just switched to become a boxer. So a boxer of that caliber, people were so much in shock that they traveled without a police escort, because if you check the speed that they were traveling in, if you have an escort, probably they will find ways to guide your cars through, to navigate your way, through the expressway.
Ahead, here's a stationary car.
Yes.
Because the cars behind, they are following the convoy or the police patrol.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because you see, these people, most of the time, they check the traffic situation. They check what is ahead of you.
Okay.
Although Ibadan Lagos Expressway is not, we can't say it's an expressway that has a lot of traffic, because yes, we know it's a busy stretch, but then these escorts would probably know what is really ahead of them and warn the drivers of the 2 SUVs accordingly. But then there was no such escorts for such a high-profile boxer in the world, because Anthony Joshua is known worldwide.
He's known.
So such a person traveling. At the airport, you could see that it was just the 2 cars that were parked there, and they moved from the airport to wherever that they went to, where they went to hang out, chill, and even play the tennis.
I think he was trying to portray something like, this is my home country. I want to feel free. I want to be down to earth. But then there are certain repercussions that come with these things.
Yes, these are,
because some of us, when you're even traveling to our village for FINRA, we can just pay some police people for escorts. Yes. They help you.
These are protocols that you don't take for granted, because some of these things could have been avoided. This could have been avoided. So if you think you are in your home country, you want to do things in your own way. You see, the escorts may not allow you to do certain things with your cars. Do you understand? You move according to their pace. So there's no level of overspeeding or wrong. So it was reported that they were trying to do some kind of overtaking, but the maneuvering was too tight, and the kind of speed that they were moving didn't help them. So they swerved off the road, lost control, and they had to crash into the station vehicle. So it is very important that some of these protocols we don't take for granted, and we make sure that we deal with it, because the team of Anthony Joshua, I could say, probably failed him in this
They failed
sport.
him.
Yes, because if he had died, it would have been a different thing. Yes, we are not saying the two people are not important. They are very important. But the news would have been different if they
Anthony
were
Joshua-
three and Anthony Joshua was part. They failed the whole team. They should check how are
But
they
they are
traveling.
supposed to. Anthony Joshua is their boss, and he's
Yes.
the person. So they are supposed to make sure Anthony Joshua
Is safe.
is well kept. Well, everything is supposed to be just laid down for him.
Because you don't know when they went out there, you don't know what they drank, you don't know what they took, you don't know the
And
kind
the
of
easy access people, because from the videos and pictures which is on the screens, and even those ones that we've watched, you realize that at a point in time when the accident happened, it took some time for the police to get there. So this is it.
Yeah.
I think we need to lose the voice for people to hear a bit of it. So let's loosen the voice.
People were
Yeah.
too close. People were too close. Even if this, sorry to say, if this was a planned thing, at this point, people could have done even the worst to him. I mean, the security, they shouldn't take security of such high profile people
Yeah.
for granted. So I think we should get the audio
Yeah.
of what the people were saying
Yeah,
in
so
this
so
particular video.
in fact, in regards to this, we are just even ending. But then there are some comments which have come. A lot of people are commenting. I think today the live people want to know more. More people are commenting. This is coming from Adimens. Adimens say OMG. This is coming from Eric Boran. He says bonjour à toi. Aso say hi. Felix Yafi R.I.P. Felix Yafi again said, hey, Emmanuel BZSA Media, so rest in peace. Anthony Oyengbule. From what we had, also from what we heard, instead of heard, he said had. From what we heard, it was his driver and a friend that died. They said his son was sitting with him. So we are not yet sure of the two that really died. Find fact, the two people who died are his friends. The pictures have come out.
Yes,
So
they are his friends.
please, Anthony, don't try to. We know exactly what we are talking about.
Yes,
and again, Antonio 266 says this is what happens when you sell your soul to the devil. Honestly, I can't really comment on that because I was not there when Anthony Joshua was doing those things.
We can't confirm that he has sold his soul
to the devil.
To the devil.
And this is coming from Maviola 7879. He says AJ look out of shape, enjoying himself in Nigeria. Can't blame him.
Yes.
Can't blame him. The guy just had an accident. You guys are thinking about
looking out of shape. Yes. You see, he's been out of the ring for quite some time.
He needs to enjoy himself a bit.
Yes,
before
he had that bout. But then we never mentioned that Anthony Joshua was in the back seat with his son. That is JJ.
Okay.
We never mentioned it here. So from
Is it
Anthony,
true?
no. I don't think the reports coming in never mentioned his son. That is
Okay.
JJ. His son is about 10 years old.
Okay.
The reports never mention his son. So those that are dead, we've mentioned their names. That is the fitness trainer, and then the other one that is Sina Ivoville. Those are the people that lost their lives in that particular crash. Quite unfortunate there.
Okay, so your last words then, just then we end this particular chapter.
Okay, actually, what I want to say, I was talking about the fact that people have to take protocols very serious, take their security too very serious, because all these things could have been avoided if they had taken protocols. Because Anthony Joshua is not a boxer that should be moving around without an escort. Some of these escorts would have managed their speed limits. They could have, scouted the road and know that this and that is ahead of them, that they can, find ways to avoid some of these things. Very sad, and rest in peace to all the gone souls in this particular incident, and we wish AJ a speedy recovery.